All right. Going back to school and feeling older, experiencing imposter syndrome. Let's talk about it. So I'm Melody, and I'm going to be looking at my notes as we talk about it, but I really wanted to make a video today that talks about imposter syndrome, especially for those that are going back to school and they're older and you have this, you feel as if you don't belong. And that's what we're going to talk about. I'm in school myself, and this is why it's something that I've been thinking about. So with imposter syndrome, you feel like you're not qualified. You feel like you don't belong, right? So for me, I'm a nurse. I've been a nurse 20-something years. I know a lot about nursing, but I'm going back for my nurse practitioner as a psych nurse practitioner, and you'd be surprised that even as I'm going back for my psych nurse practitioner, I feel like I don't belong, like I don't know enough, when I have over 20 years of experience, right? So with imposter syndrome, you feel like you're too old. You feel like everyone else is smarter than you. I'll tell you, with technology and the way technology has come, you kind of feel it, that you're a little older because you have a lot of things that are done online on social media, and our younger peeps are a little tech savvy and they get things done in half the time. And so that could be something that you're experiencing, that everyone else is smarter. You may also feel like you're faking it and someone else is going to find out. So right now I'm taking a very, very hard course, pharmacology, and I'll tell you, it has been like brutal. And at first I felt like I was faking it, until now I've just realized that, you know what, I just got to study this stuff and I just have to earn that grade. I have to get into my books. Even though I work full time, that's not an excuse. I have to do it regardless. And that's another thing. You feel like you're faking it and someone's going to find out. So why does it hit us so hard when we're in our late 30s, 40s, 50s for some, 60s? Some people go back to school even their 70s and 80s, and more power to them, right? But you're surrounded by younger classmates that are tech savvy. That can really be harsh, right? But this is the way I look at it. We have to pull on the younger people that know, that are tech savvy, to teach us those things so that we can also become tech savvy. I have young children, and I've learned a lot from them in terms of tech and stuff like that. So instead of looking at them and that they're tech savvy and us being intimidated, I really believe we have to partner with them and increase our skill level and actually increase our competency with utilizing, taking advantage of the younger generation. You may be juggling more responsibilities, work, family, finances, clinicals when they begin, especially for those that are in clinical, that are pursuing clinical degrees. The juggling is real, and I think one of the biggest things you have to embrace is you are juggling. It's not like you're just in school and you have the liberty of just doing school. You are juggling. How can you juggle it better? So I did a video a couple of weeks ago on my channel that was talking about time blocking. I've realized that I have to juggle and time block. This afternoon is for all my homework, catching up on everything I need to do, including YouTube video while I'm on the go, right? And at the end of the day, I have to time block to get it done. I still need to do the things I need to do, but such is life right now. We are older, we have a household to run, we have children, grandchildren, we have responsibilities. So even though we have the goals that we're going for, we still have to, unfortunately, we have to juggle. And it may not even be unfortunate. We have the gift of juggling and we have to embrace it. So you're carrying high expectations for yourself, and fear of failure can be paralyzing. I'll tell you what, that's real. It's like we have such expectations for ourselves, and I think sometimes it's also because we have to pass. Like, we know we want to make it out. I know I want to get this done. I want to get it done once, and I'm already past graduation. And so fear of failing any class and the whole program can be paralyzing. So that's another thing that we're experiencing. So I'm going to give you 3 tips to navigate imposter syndrome, or 3 tips to navigate this space that we're in, where we're older, we're in school, and everything is kind of different. So the first thing is You're not behind. You have to understand that you're not behind. You're bringing a lot of experience to the table. You're bringing resilience. You're bringing discipline. You're bringing experience, right? So you're not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. So relax, take a deep breath, and just enjoy the ride. Enjoy being a student, because before you know it, it's going to be done. So one of the things I was able to do in my college, because I'm an online student and I felt so alone, but I was able to find online communities of other students who were in my school. And just like that, overnight, I went from being alone to being with several other students who are also in school during the time I'm in school. And so I realized I got to that space where I'm no longer alone. So you're not behind. You're bringing experience, you're bringing resilience and discipline. Find other people that are in that space that you are, so that you don't feel like you're alone, and so you don't feel like you're behind. The second thing to navigate this imposter syndrome is life experience is an asset in learning and not a liability. So your life experience is an asset. Everything you bring to the table is an asset. The ability to know how to juggle everything in life because of the age that we are is an asset. So it's not a liability. Our life experience is an asset to our time in school, to our time after in school. Once you're done with your degree and you're pursuing that next season of your life, you're going to see how all your life experience just adds value to what you're doing. The third thing is remind yourself all the time that you're not late. I'm right on time on my journey. Remind yourself, I'm not late. I'm right on time on my journey. I'm not late. I'm right on time in my journey. Because what that does, it gets you into a space of gratitude. It gets you into a space of your gray space. I call it a gray space, where you could just begin to enjoy life. I tell you, like, I had stopped taking care of myself, stopped doing self-care. Because I was just in a hurry to get things done. And just recently I stopped for a moment and actually spent the day. I went and got a pedicure. I intend to do more things, get regular manicures, actually continue to live my life and not stop, right? But you're not late. You're right on time in your journey. Enjoy the journey. So find support groups. Some of the tips, like I mentioned, and I'll give you a few more tips in your journey as an older person in your late 30s, early 40s, 50, and however old it is that you are. Some of the things that you can do to help you during this journey of going back to school is find support groups and classmates your age. I tell you, it's a big deal, because you'll be surprised how you can think you are alone and you're in this little corner and not realize you're not alone. There's many more people like you. But the moment you find more people, the moment you find other older people are going through school, you realize how much you have in common, and you can actually band together and support each other through. Talk to your professors and advisors. They value diverse perspectives. I am very big on talking to my professors. If I don't understand an assignment, because in my opinion, it's been a while since I've been to school, I email my professors. I take advantage of the fact that I'm a better communicator than I was when I was younger. I ask the questions, they direct me. So many assignments I have saved myself because I actually stepped out, asked the professor, got clarity, got understanding, and then executed with clarity after I had spoken to them. So talk to your professors. And another thing, most schools now have mental health. Like, I know the school I go to, they actually do offer mental health counselors that you can just talk to and stuff like that. But take advantage of the resources that are available at your school, because remember, you're a student. Even though you have a job and you have health insurance and you have everything else going, but remember, you're a student, so you have benefits that come with being a student. You have an academic advisor, financial advisor, mental health, either mental health things that you can take advantage of. Take advantage of that. So community reduces self-doubt. So when you are in community, it reduces your self-doubt, it reduces your anxiety, it reduces your lack of confidence. Being isolated will fuel self-doubt. That's why you want to try to get in community and get around other people that are doing what it is you're doing, so that you can be in that space where you reduce your self-doubt by being in community with other people. So track your wins. A few other things that you can do is track your wins as you go along the way. Like I'm like 4 classes down probably, and I'm already beginning to see how I'm working through every class one at a time. And I'm starting to track my classes. I've even started working on clinicals where I'll be doing my clinicals. So it's important that you keep track of your achievements. Keep track of your completed assignments, the good feedback you get, and the moments that you help a classmate. Basically, what I'm saying is enjoy the experience of being in school. Don't treat it like a drive-by thing. Actually embrace it, own it, be a student, take advantage of that space, and embrace the space that you're in. So you can keep a journal and file these things and write these things down. You're like, oh my gosh, like my last exam, I passed the class. Oh my goodness, that was like the best day ever. Write things like that down. How you're feeling before, how you're feeling just before the exam, how you're feeling after the exam, the promises you made to yourself and stuff like that. Visual proof combats negative self-talk. When you keep track of the things that you have achieved, that visual proof actually diminishes self-doubt. You can actually, it's like a trophy, you open it and show when you're feeling discouraged, open it and embrace it, encourage yourself, right? It helps in the journey. Celebrate progress, not perfection. Oh my gosh, I've become a new student of understanding that progress is what gets it done. So every day, doing a little at a time. I was one of those people who do an assignment the day off, and it would be an amazing assignment. But the anxiety that came during the days I procrastinated, that was difficult. So one of the things that in this season that I've been able to master is the fact that small deposits will create the big results. So celebrate progress, not perfection. Celebrate progress, not perfection. Every day, manage your time better and make small deposits into your homework, into your schoolwork, into everything that you're doing, because that's what gets you to a place of progress and actually getting this stuff done. Let's see, celebrate progress. So imposter syndrome is just a sign that you're growing. So imposter syndrome is a sign that you're growing into something bigger than what you're comfortable with, and that's okay, right? But we have to identify that it is imposter syndrome and not bow down to it. Because what imposter syndrome can do, it can overtake you and it can talk you out of what you're supposed to be doing. It can talk you out of your destiny. It can talk you out of completing that degree. You have to grab a hold of that imposter syndrome and understand that it is a sign that you're making progress into becoming something bigger than you were before. You do belong, and you have chosen to invest in yourself, and that is powerful. Remember, you do belong where you are. You have made a conscious decision to invest in yourself. That is the powerful thing that you have done. Own it, embrace it, and walk into who you are becoming. Walk tall and know your life has changed. So your 40s are not a limitation, they are a launchpad. Remember, your 40s are not your 40s are not a limitation, but they are your launchpad. Remember, your 40s are not a limitation, they are your launchpad. You going to school is you actually taking position on the launchpad. You finishing the degree is when you're going to take off and you're going to skyrocket into the air. So everything is happening at the time that is happening, and that is what's going to set you up for that next phase that you're moving to. There are books like Becoming. So you are in your becoming, and you will become who you are trying to become in the next few months. I hope this video was a blessing. I hope that it did uplift you, elevate you, and that something I said in this video really made you own the space that you are. Remember, you belong, and remember, progress, not perfection. Until next time, please remember to like, subscribe, and take care.